If you do not control the enemy will control you. You may abandon your own body, but you must preserve your honor. To become the enemy, see yourself as the enemy of the enemy. There is nothing outside of yourself that can never enable you to get better, stronger, richer, quicker, or smarter. Everything is within. Everything exists. Seek nothing outside of yourself. If you wish to control others, you must first control yourself. It is difficult to understand the universe if you only study one planet. Today is victory over yourself of yesterday. Tomorrow is your victory over lesser men. Get beyond love and grief. Exist for the good of man. All men are the same except for they believe in their own selves, regardless of what others may think of them. Do not sleep under a roof. Carry no money or food. Go alone to places frightening to the common brand of men. Become a criminal of purpose. Be put in jail and extricate yourself by your own wisdom. If you know the way broadly, you will see it in everything. Perception is strong and sight weak. In strategy, it is important to see distant things as if they were close and to take a distanced view of close things. You should not have any special fondness for a particular weapon or anything else for that matter. Too much is the same as not enough. Without imitating anyone else, you should have as much weaponry as suits you. To know 10,000 things, know one well. The only reason a warrior is alive is to fight, and the only reason a warrior fights is to win. The important thing in strategy is to suppress the enemy's useful actions, but allow his useless actions. Whatever the way, the master of strategy does not appear fast. Of course, slowness is bad. Really skillful people never get out of time and are always deliberate and never appear busy. Under the sword lifted high, there is hell making you tremble. But go ahead, and you have the land of bliss. When you decide to attack, keep calm and dash in quickly, frustrating the enemy. Attack with a feeling of constantly crushing the enemy from first to last. No man is invincible, and therefore no man can fully understand that which would make him invincible. It is difficult to realize the true way just through sword fencing, though the smallest things and the biggest things, the shallowest things and the deepest things. When in a fight to the death, one wants to employ all one's weapon to the utmost. I must say that to die with one's sword still shattered is most regrettable. Polish your wisdom, learn public justice, distinguish between good and evil, study the ways of different arts one by one. Both in fighting and in everyday life, You should be determined to calm, meet the situation without tenseness, yet not recklessly. Your spirit settled yet unbiased. Even when your spirit is calm, do not let your body relax. And when your body is relaxed, do not let your spirit slacken. Do not let your spirit be influenced by your body, or your body be influenced by your spirit. Step by step walk the 1,000-mile road. It is said the warrior is the twofold way of pen and sword, and he should have a taste for both ways. Even if a man has no natural ability, he can be a warrior by sticking assiduously to both divisions of the way. Develop intuitive judgment and understanding of everything. A man cannot understand the art he's studying if he only looks for the end result without taking the time to delve deeply into the reasoning of the study. Whatever the way, the master of strategy does not appear fast. When your opponent is hurrying recklessly, you must act contrarily and keep calm. You must not be influenced by the opponent. Truth is not what you want it to be. It is what it is, and you must bend to its power or live a lie. A bullet from a gun does not make a distinction between practice and combat. You are training to be one the same way in your life. Immature strategy is the cause of grief. You should not have a favorite weapon. To become over-familiar with one weapon is as much a fault as not knowing it sufficiently well. Become acquainted with every art. I dreamt of worldly success once. Know your enemy, know his sword. The primary thing when you take a sword in your hands is your intention to cut the enemy, whatever the means. Whenever you parry, hit, spring, strike, or touch the enemy's cutting sword, you must cut the enemy in the same movement. It is essential to attain this. If you think only of hitting, springing, striking, or touching the enemy, you will not be able actually to cut him.